So much almost sex.
Ooh, Yaoi review.
Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today we are talking about Crimson Spell Volume 4 by Ayano Yamane. I shall read the back. We shall delve into it, and we'll get into the nitty-gritty. Crimson Spell. On his quest to find the one behind the curse of his sword, Vlad manages to sneak into the Empire's capital. His target is the great sorcerer Zandaura Astraldor. However, in the midst of his search, Vlad is captured by a servant of the Emperor. Fortunately for him, his capture brings an unexpected boon. The very sorcerer Vlad is looking for comes straight to him. What will Vlad do with his discovery that the man behind the curse looks exactly like Limerice? And now that he's facing his greatest danger yet, will Halvir come to his rescue? Now, this is rated M for mature or 18+. This is published by Sublime or Charo Comics. Now, the first thing that I'll tell you right off the bat is the artwork is stunning. It's still the same as before. It opens with a colored page, the map for the title page, and then it has character background as well as the beginning of the story. Very beautiful. It starts with a nightmare or a dream, depending on how you look at it, and it leads to a very awkward wake up with the prince's face in someone else's crotch. It kind of progresses comedically for a little bit, then it hits a serious story. At a point, they realize that everybody in the city is casting spells, and they don't know how, they don't know why, because they're not sorcerers. Then they discover that it's actually a gem that is distributed to the common people, so that way they can survive and the city and be able to cast spells to float and do spells as simple magic. Very interesting. It's not much to really write home about. It's a very beautiful plot twist. Personally, I think it's appealing, but then we find out the negative repercussions of that, which I don't want to ruin some of the plot line, but it's a very juicy negative that we find out. The prince is also kidnapped by the Emperor and ends up in a dungeon of sorts where he has to figure out how to escape, and that proves a little interesting as well. Throughout this volume, we get about, I think it's 3 almost sex. Once is with the prince and the sorcerer, once is with the prince and an evil sorcerer, another time is with the prince and Limerice. Very interesting. It's not good almost sex. It's kind of like, oh my god, it's gonna happen, yes, it's gonna happen, and it doesn't happen. Now, I loved this volume. The plot was very good. It had a great speed. It kept you interested. It kept moving. It was not slow at all. I thoroughly enjoyed this about this volume. It also had a great appeal as far as showing character evolution and giving us a backstory done skillfully and not overly abrupt. We learn some of the story behind Limerice. We learn some about the Emperor, and we learn a little bit about a few other tricky little things. And it's just a great, well-rounded yaoi, this volume. Very happy with it. I give it a 5 out of 5 stars. I do highly encourage people to check it out. Now, if you have questions or comments, shoot them down below. Give me a thumbs up and share this with a friend who likes yaoi, and I will talk to you guys later.
You like what you see? Then...
Subscribe!